Hello Internetians, my name is Josh Aka Player, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Dark Cloud. In the last episode, we started our journey in the shoes of Mr. Maximilian, and had an interesting encounter at the circus, leading us here to the underground water channel, where we went through the first floor of this dungeon, and collected some goodies, which we had to recollect because I forgot to save the game, and I'm pretty sure there was a power outage, which knocked out my save file. So that's what you guys just watched in high-speed motion. Hopefully future me remembers to edit and to add on various text things that I need on there. But anyway, welcome back to Dark Cloud. In this episode, we are going to press further into the underground water channel and get a few floors into the dungeon. Now, let us get into it. There will be a few things that I do explain, but our second floor is going to be Battle with Rats, where we're going to battle with rats. All the info should appear on your screen. And we are going to, I believe, have a nice little cutscene. Maybe? No, not on this floor. Okay, so in the last, so obviously I have different items now, but in the last episode, we talked about a few various items, and I kind of want to go into more depth on them. So, the first thing is, we do have these bombs, which you can equip like that, or you can just pick them up with square and move them all around. If you put them up there, then you can use these kind of throwable items on enemies, which is actually the clear quest, which we're not going to do, unfortunately, not right now. But also you have these synth spheres, which I don't want to use any of these right now, but basically, I will use one. So what you do is, you see that whenever you level up your weapon, you get these synthesis points down here at the bottom, under here. And those synthesis points, it takes one synthesis point to add one of these crystals, or actually, really any of them. If you click Spectromize on any of these items, it'll show you what kind of boost you'll get on your various weapons. But crystals are the best because they will give you more. So they're better than various regular items. But if you're in a pinch, you know, you can use various items for leveling up your weapon. And now there are other kinds of things that you can use to level up your weapons, but we'll get to those as we find them. Just as an example, though, I do want to show you what it's like. You're going to click Spectromize, and then it's going to tell you to Spectromize your Protector Crystal, and it will create a Synth Sphere, and you have to have items in Synth Spheres to upgrade your weapon. And it'll update the appropriate stat. Now, you have 10 stats on the screen. You have Attack, Durable, Flame, Chill, Lightning, Cyclone, Smash, Exorcism, Beast, and Scale. So Attack is obviously going to be it's going to increase the base damage of the weapon. Durable is going to affect how quickly your WHP is depleted. Flame is it Flame enemy? Effective on opponents who are susceptible to fire. Same with these. These are just your basic elements. Cyclone is for flying monsters. You have Smash, which is for armored. Exorcism for undead. Scale for reptiles and dragons. And then Beast for beast. So, we will continue talking about more of those as we go on, but that is a general understanding of what these are. Now let's press further into this dungeon. As for how I'm going to be handling these dungeons, I'm going to be going through. I'm gonna like not edit out me running through the underground water channel, but as we get into other dungeons and the gameplay becomes a bit repetitive, I will edit some of the stuff down. So if you want to see certain things, like when I go to edit them down, when I go to edit these videos down, if there's anything specific that you want to see all the items I get, you want to see anything interesting happen, I'll probably leave those in. If you have any suggestions of what I should keep in, just let me know. And yeah, but let's continue further on. We do have our gun upgrading to another level, which is good, but unfortunately we don't have any of the crystals that I want. So for now, we're going to go ahead and just leave those points on there, and hopefully we'll be able to collect some crystals as we go further into the channel. Let's see what's over here in this treasure chest. We also do have a couple new enemies that you can see on the screen, and you've probably already seen so far. We have to get some destruction crystals, which is really good, because that's what I was looking for. We have a bat. Bats have a couple of different attacks, but I believe they only have one. They generally will leave you alone, but you get their attention, and they have their little super attack, which can poison you. So it's best to watch out for that. Cyclone is very effective against them, and just in general, guns are very nice against them, so I typically just take them out from long range. Although, even if they are in the air, you can still hit them with your charge attack. Even if they are in the air and above you, that will still hit them and knock them down, which is nice. We also have another one which we will showcase off more as we find more of them, which is going to be the Baron Balloon, which I believe they just have a couple of melee attacks. Interesting little creature. I'm going to grab the map, which is nice, and we're going to see, this is a relatively small floor, okay, and we're going to come over here, and we're going to see what is inside here. And we get some wind crystals, which is nice. So, at the end of this floor, we will go over some of these crystals that we got, and try to show off this guy's attack. He has one more attack, other than just hitting you with your hands. Oh, well. Find them. Come on. I believe he has an attack where he hits you, tries to swipe at you with his hat. There you go. Those are the rest of your attacks. Nothing too special about them. I don't believe they call it any status element. They're just a generic melee attacker. We're gonna find more bombs, which is good. Always good to have those on hand. I'm gonna knock out these guys. Now, something I should mention about these crates that I mentioned in the last episode is that not only can you get goodies out of them, but you can also use them on enemies. Oh, well. Come on. Well, you're not going to let me do it, so you're being rude. But if you hit them with the crate, as long as they're not larger enemies or like bosses or anything, you will actually do a bit of damage, and then you will stun them, which is nice. Another thing is, some of the smaller enemies you can also pick up and throw at other enemies. And this can give you an advantage should an enemy be giving you a little bit of trouble. But of course, you can't pick up larger enemies, which we haven't really seen many of yet. But we're going to go around here. We are going to... Oh, almost had him in one shot. Oh, this is a packed house. I do want to show off these bombs, however, so we're going to go ahead and equip those. We also have these bomb nuts, which are similar to bombs. They're just explosives. So I want to show off these bombs a little bit since we have so many creatures here in one little space. I'm going to hit square to activate the item, and you're going to see they do really pretty good amounts of damage. Knocked out 2 of them. Fortunately, the other 2 weren't in range, so we're just going to take care of those guys real quick. And we've cleared the room. And got another level up, which is very nice. Here we're going to find some thick hide, which are materials which we'll discuss later. Hopefully I can hit this guy this time. Nope. We tried. I'll be able to hit that guy. Come here. There we go. See if there's anyone around here. There we go. And you see when you throw one enemy at another, they both end up stunned. However, seems the clown does not get stunned for as long. Now, one thing I should also mention is that each enemy can potentially have
that takes care of you guys.
Weaknesses to certain kinds of weapons. So, such as the wrench. Some enemies are going to take less damage from the wrench than they would from the gun, and vice versa, as well as various other weapons that you can eventually find in the game, which we will, of course, go over more as we progress through said game. We're going to pick up a couple treasure chests here, and that is it. So we're going to move on to the next floor. I'm actually going to save these bombs because money is typically a hard to come by thing in this game. Money is, I usually end up, because of how I deal with some of the things in the game, money does end up being tight sometimes. So it's good to have various items lying around that you can sell and make some quick bucks off of. But we're going to continue into the third floor, which is going to be Ghost in the Channel, and this is going to be a floor in which the kill requirement, or the kill medal, is going to be defeat all enemies using Max's right-hand weapon. So why don't we try and give that a shot, shall we? And I will actually go quiet for a moment because I know
the underground channel ran on ahead in front of me. And as I pressed on, heading deeper, for some reason, thoughts of you, Mother, filled my head. I don't remember your face now, Mother, even though I must have seen it so often when I was small.
Something that's weird is that's the only time that you will see that loading screen. Any other time, it's the typical loading screen that you've seen up until now. But Donnie seems to be calling us.
How's it going? Made any progress?
Yeah, looks like I made it to the next floor.
The further in you go, the stronger the monsters are. Watch out!
I will.
To defeat the stronger monsters, you'll need to strengthen your weapons. If you don't take care of your weapons, you'll run into trouble on the next floor. If you want to know more about combat, give me a buzz. I'll help you out whenever you want. Select Help from the main menu and choose what you want to know about from the list. You're a great fighter, so you'll pick up on it in no time.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Okay, be careful.
So we're going to press on. What he did mention was then that this option is available to us. There's plenty of things that you can learn about should you feel necessary. And you can just go ahead and learn up on anything that you possibly may need. Some of the ones that are not available yet are just because we have not activated those specific features of the game yet. So we're going to head in here and see if we can find anything like maybe perhaps a new monster. Oh, actually we find one of these. So this is what's called I don't know the name of it. So hopefully future me will find the name of it and put the name on screen. Go. Anyway, so it's a coin flip. So basically you'll walk up to it, should you want to take part, and the coin will spin and spin and spin. You're going to tell it when to stop. And if you get the angel, you get something good. Like, for instance, it'll restore your health and cure all your status ailments. It could also repair all your weapons, or it could give you some experience. It'll just drop some experience for both weapons. For the devil, however, it may have your weapons remaining, your weapons HP, your HP, various things. I can put a list of all the potential things that it could happen on the screen should I find it. But we're going to go in here and find the magic crystal. Always nice to find early, as it gives us an idea of how we want to map out our journey through this floor. We're going to find some more mobs. They really want us to blow stuff up, but here we're going to have a turtle, very dangerous enemy. Highly recommend timing your wrench hits, or just learning to use the block button. Definitely learn. Don't be afraid to use block versus them, as they are very, very obnoxious enemies. They are probably my least favorite enemies in the game. And we're going to actually see a bunch of them, so I kind of want to blow them up. And I forgot to talk about the... Oh, I actually just botched the kill quest, by the way. But anyway, Ooh, we have a lot of enemies over here. I'd like to use the guts of that anyway, so it's okay. Whew. We have another new enemy. These are called Night Stalkers. And I'll go over the turtles more in a second, but we have these Night Stalkers here. They have a couple of attacks. They have that attack, and then they have a fireball attack. So, once again, they are floating enemies, and just like the bats, they get knocked to the ground by the charge attack. So, another good reason why that might be a go-to attack for some people. We're going to collect all these ABS, or ABS, and we're going to move on. There's that fireball attack. Definitely want to be careful of that, especially when your back's turned, as they will snipe you very, very well. Let's go over here and let's see what we can find, because we got some treasure chests. We're going to open the first one. And it's going to be some holy crystals. I actually forgot to go over upgrading weapons, which I'll do here in a moment. I'll do it at the end of this floor, hopefully. Hopefully I will remember in just a few minutes. But we're going to press on and close out this loop, and then we'll go down here to see what we got. We're going to get another treasure chest. They're really laying on it thick. And we're going to try forcing it. And it's going to be a weapons destroying trap, which is unfortunate. But it actually does give us a treasure chest key, which is completely hilarious that inside the locked treasure chest was a treasure chest key. The irony escapes the game creators. But we're going to go over here. We're actually going to go down this way first because I want to open another treasure chest. We actually have lots and lots of treasure chests on this floor. And we're going to see it's actually going to be the map, which is nice. Definitely welcome. And we're going to see why we have all these treasure chests. We actually have one that is going to be the channel key for that door. You see it on the map, right actually where Max's head is. You're going to see that weird little block that is going to signify it's a locked door that you'll need to find the key for somewhere in the floor that you're on, which I believe we saw in the first floor last episode. So we're going to come over here. It's going to show you that you can actually open these treasure chests when there's a nearby enemy. So you're going to lock on, hit the block button, and I'm going to immediately charge for that. So Turtle actually has another, yeah, there's that rolling attack being dirty. You want to wait till it stops, and then it actually has a second attack, which is just a very quick, and I don't believe something that it gets interrupted by your attacks, but it's a very quick bite, which can do a lot of damage. Ooh, some gun repair powder. Definitely need some of that. And that's another thing that I forgot that you can do with your weapon. So these things become a problem. Their little fireballs annoying you. Let me see if I can actually time this well. Nope, doesn't look like it. And if I remember correctly, you can actually send the fireballs back with a well-timed charge shot. So definitely something to keep in mind. But we're going to run over here, and we are going to see. I'm going to take out that thing first. These are both actually pretty successful with a gun, which is nice. And we're going to grab this channel key, get another level up for the gun, and then we're going to head in here. And we're going to unlock the door. Whew. And inside we're going to find our very last enemy and one last treasure chest awaiting us. And we're actually going to complete the third floor in the underground water channel, starting to knock these out actually pretty quickly, which is nice.
That takes care of you guys.
So that's going to take care of them. Grab our experience, and we'll grab our final treasure chest. Which is going to be a hunk of copper. Not bad. Smash a crate on our way out. Anything good? What do we get? Bread. That's good. Always need some health recovery items, especially with me playing wildly recklessly. Wildly reckless, I believe is the English. How you English? Be nice to me. English is my first language, and I still don't know it. So we're gonna go through here, and let us see what awaits us on the next floor. Time are we at? Yeah, let's see what awaits us on the next floor. As we actually have something very interesting. As this is going to be called the Channel Pump Room. A very, it's going to be a unique room in this dungeon. As we're going to come in, and we're going to immediately trigger a cutscene.
What's all this? Donnie, I've come into a big chamber. There are what look like tanks everywhere.
Ah, that'll be the pump room. The pumps in there are used to draw water from the lake on the outside. You're not far from the outside now.
Gotcha. Thanks, Donnie. I gotta keep going. What the? Flotsam!
And how are we today, Max? I'm quite proud of you for coming all this way through the sewers, you know. By the way, Max, I took the liberty of doing a little research on you. For someone like you, living in a big house with no wants or needs, don't you think it would be a waste if you threw your life away fighting us? How sad indeed would your dear sweet mother be.
What? What do you know about my mother?
What if I did know something? If you want to know more, give me that red stone. I've got plenty to tell you.
Well, no, no way. I'll find my mother myself. I don't need help from anyone like you.
Ah, you stinking brat! You'll regret this, I guarantee! Take care of them, my darling Linda.
And just like that, we have a mini boss. This is going to be Linda the elephant that we saw when we were at the circus. So something to note is that Linda is completely immune to every attack we have. So finding out a different way to do damage to this thing is going to be the key. Obviously, the first thing you're going to want to do is look around, see if there's any, see if there's anything around here that might be able to do damage to her. Lots of big machines, so you might be able to get her to run into something. But after a while of you mindlessly trying to attack this thing,
It's no good.
you will trigger a
I'll never
cutscene.
win like this.
Now then, Max, what will it be?
Ah! Uh-oh. Huh?
What? Max, you all right? It's me.
Cedric, you finally completed the ride pod.
Yep, I named it Steve. I'm still working out the bugs, but it's got plenty of punch. Well, did you learn your lesson or what?
That's amazing, Cedric.
My sweet Linda couldn't compete with this one. Oh, we got an ornery son of a gun here. Come back for more, huh? Take that. Huh? What the?
Well, what's wrong?
Actually, I didn't finish that energy backpack yet. I don't think she can handle any more fighting for now. Hop in, Max.
Get on, but it can't move.
Don't you worry about that. There's enough juice to get us back. Come on, get in. Running away, eh? Linda, get them! Adios! Oh my, they've run off!
I'm actually going to go ahead and end the story off here as continuing on, or ending the episode off of here, I should say, as continuing on is going to, unfortunately, it is going to keep the, it's going to start the next cutscene, and I don't want this cutscene in this specific recording. So without that, that's going to be the end of episode 2. I hope you guys enjoy. Please let me know what you think, and don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below, and of course subscribe if you're excited for the series. Until then, I will see you guys in episode 3. Peace out. Peace out, everyone.